guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So basically by the title of the video you could tell that this is what the video is all about, and I am going to use mostly Urban Decay makeup products just because I do want to, you know, kind of revolve it around Urban Decay. So since this palette came out, it's super pretty. Honestly, I probably have all these colors, but I didn't care. I wanted them. So, and it's cheaper than the other ones that they have, and I'm guessing it's because of the packaging. But I don't know, I just really loved this palette, and I thought I could do something really cool with it. But yeah, so basically I am going to start. So yeah. So I already did my brows, which I used the Kat Von D Brow Wiz, or brow pencil, in dark brown, and I used the Anastasia dip brown in ebony and soft brown because that one finished, or it broke or something. I don't know what happened. I don't know where the tip went. It just disappeared. So I used what I had in my makeup kit, or my makeup collection, just to finish off this brow. But usually I would just use one product. But yeah, so, and I primed my eyelids with the this sample size that I got from Sephora, and it is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer portion, the original, and that's just what it looks like. And I'm really sorry about my nails. I got them done not even a week ago, and they're already coming off, and that really is annoying because it's not cheap where I went, and it was a new place, and I probably won't go there again just because it didn't last at all. But yeah. Anyway, aside from that, I am a little bit sick, so my voice is kind of raspy, so I'm sorry about that if it annoys you in some way, but I really can't do anything about it. Do you hear that? It's kind of gross. But so far, I like this primer potion because it's not sticky, it's actually really smooth. You just have to wait until it sets. The only bad thing is that it doesn't have any color, but I know there's one that is literally the same, just with like a skin tone color, so that it like gets rid of the veins and everything like that, and like the colors are more vibrant. There we go, nice and personal. So, just trying to like set everything up because it's not a mess, but I just want to make it look a little bit nicer. But here I got my handy dandy brushes, and I am just going to go ahead and start. So first I am just going to take Retro, which is this, actually no, I don't know what to take. I'm going to take Boundaries first, which is this one right here, and then I'll go in with Retro. Or you could go the opposite direction of me, if that makes sense, but I don't know, we're gonna see what happens. Because I really wanted to incorporate Retro, I think it's so pretty. Now, Boundaries has a tiny bit of shimmer. It's not completely matte, but if you use this as a transition shade, the shimmer will go away. So I'm just going to put this in my crease, and I'm just going to give you my thoughts as we go along. So right off the bat, I can tell it is super pigmented. Like, that took no time at all, and it blends really easily. I don't know if it's the primer potion or the eyeshadows, but it is really nice. Because that primer potion I've never tried before, and I really like it. Because I usually like them to have color. But yeah, there is a bit of fallout, just in case you care about that. I'm just trying to see. There it is. But it's honestly not a big problem for me. Like, I don't mind. But I know some people do want to know if there's fallout on a palette or not. But yeah, so it blends out really nice and like fast. Like, it's easy to work with and super pigmented. So now what I'm doing is I'm just going to take the Sephora thing and take off any excess product and just blend it even more, just to make sure it is nice and like blown out. So that's kind of what it's looking like. So I'm just going to do the same thing on the other eye, and I'll be right back. And now I'm just going to go in with Retro right here, and this is the JH35 brush from Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. And I'm just gonna put this right in the crease, not really taking it up as far. And I want to see if this does anything, because I probably should have started with this shade, but well, what can you do now? It gives it like a little pink tone, which is pretty. But I do recommend, if you guys do this look, start with Retro and then go in with Boundaries, because I feel like that would look also really pretty as well. But it's not looking as bad as I thought it would. And again, you can really see it is really pigmented. There's like the difference between, hopefully you can see on camera, but yeah. And it also kind of does lighten it up a little bit. Okay, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, see, I don't know if you caught that, but do you see how much fallout there is on this palette? I'm gonna take the shade called Endgame, which is just a dark brown, and I'm just going to deepen up the outer part of my eye. And I'm just going to use the Morphe S30 brush, which is like a nice flat brush. And then I'm just gonna take another brush to just blend it out. But I'm just gonna use this to pack it on. So I just wanna use a little bit, just because I don't want it to be too dark. And then this I'll just blend out, which will make it look a little bit more soft. But do you see the pigmentation? Like, it's freaking insane. I don't think they've ever had such a pigmented palette. Well, anyway, in my experience, I think this is the best palette that they've brought out so far. Because like you can do like a really simple look, or you can do it for nighttime, or because of that retro color, you could really do like a more out there kind of makeup look. And with that Dreamweaver, I don't know, this like silver shade also. It's not like a silver, it's like a silver brown. I don't know, it's a really cool shade. And I'm thinking of using that on my inner corner. I don't know how it'll look, but I just think it's sick, and I really want to incorporate it. So now I'm just going to go in with this brush that I got from Mexico, and it's not from any brand, it's just the place that if you guys see my other videos, you know El Centro, which is where I got this brush from. But it's so nice and big just to blend it out. Do you see? But yeah, so I'm just going to blend this out. But do you see how nicely they blend out? But like, it doesn't like completely blend away, which is what I really like. Obviously with a dark color, that's really hard to do, but you know, you get where I'm going with this. And you know what, if you want to, you can also incorporate it in the crease, but I kind of just like it like this. If you're doing a more nighttime look, you could put it in the crease and it will make it look darker. Okay, so now that we got that done, I'm just gonna use the same brush, and I'm gonna go in with Burn, which is this shade right here. And I'm just going to take the All Star ColourPop Face Setting Spray. It's actually really nice as like a MAC Fix Plus, because as like a setting spray, I don't know, I just didn't really love it. But yeah, so I'm just going to put this right in the center of my lid. I need to move my lashes because the girl made them really curly and they get in the way. And then I'm just going to take that brush that I used to blend out the dark brown and just blend out this shade right here. Take a little bit of the dark brown just to blend them both together. And I'm just going to do that on the other eye. And then I'm just going to put Angel Fire, which is this light kind of white champagne color, on top of that, just to kind of make it a little bit darker. But I'm not going in with Fix Plus because I don't want it to be too crazy. Just to kind of lighten it up just a little bit. Oh, just a tip. Don't pull your eye like I do, because that will just create more wrinkles. So don't do that. I try not to, but I usually forget. So yeah, don't follow that. And now I'm gonna take Reputation like Taylor Swift, yeah. And I'm just going to put that on the inner corner, taking the same brush. And I'm gonna wet this one as well. Now, I kind of realized that on the eyes, they look really similar. So I'm gonna take the shade Barely Baked, which is the gold shade in the palette, and put that right in the center just to kind of make it look a little bit different and not exactly the same. There we go, and I'm gonna go back in with that brown and just touch it up. And then go in with that retro shade and blend it all out. And again with the transition shade, and blend that out. So this is kind of the look that we're getting so far. I feel like what's really gonna make it look really cool is that silver on the inner corner that I wanna do. So yeah, but I'm just gonna give you guys like a little close up. So that's what we're looking like. Ooh, these lights are bright, let me tell ya. Now what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna do my mascara and liner off camera, and I'll be right back to go in with the face. Okay guys, so this is what the look is looking like so far. I actually decided to go ahead and put some eyelashes on. I was just like, why not? You know, it's cute. They always come off on the inner corners though. But this is the Feminine Culture 38 lashes, and it's the ones that I'm wearing right now, and it is from Sally Beauty. Okay, so now that we have the eyes done, well, halfway, because I do need to do the lower lash done, but since we're almost there, I am going to go on to the face. Okay guys, so for primer, the only Urban Decay primer I have is the Optical Illusion Complex Primer, which is a smoothing and pore perfecting primer, and it's rosehip and argan oil. So this is what it looks like. I don't know if I said that rose thing correct, but it's right there where I'm pointing at. I really played that much with this primer, but the times that I have put it on, it's not really done anything like amazing, and it's also not really done anything towards like, oh my god, I don't like this primer, you know? So I guess I'm going to test it out today and kind of pay a little bit more attention to that. But it definitely does, I put way too much on. I feel like it does make your skin look or feel super smooth, and I feel like it does fill in those pores. And it's like a nice texture. It's like really nice and soft, and it doesn't feel oily, you know? I mean, it does when you put it on your hands, but not when you like blend it out on your face. Just don't grab as much as I did. And I feel like it's also probably really nice for hydrating the skin, just because of the fact that it has argan oil in it. Now, I don't know if it would be good for really greasy skin, like really oily skin. I mean, sorry, not greasy. Really oily skin, just because of the fact that it does have argan oil in it. But I mean, for dry skin, it probably will feel really nice. And I've never really heard a lot of people talk about this, but I did want to give it a shot. And so far, I actually really like how it makes my skin feel. It's like a hydrating kind of thing. And I'm just gonna put on some more chapstick, just because the one that I put on at the beginning went away. But now I'm gonna go wet my beauty blender, and I am gonna use the All Nighter Waterproof Longwear Liquid Foundation from Urban Decay. This is the only one I have right now. The one I really, really love is the Nude Skin, I think it's called. It's like the same packaging as this, it's just transparent. Or Naked Skin, I think it's called, something like that. But I did use one of those completely, and I loved it. I just never really picked it up again, but I definitely do want to. So that's one I really recommend. This one is just super, super high coverage. I mean, it's waterproof and long wear, so it kind of makes sense. So I never really use this foundation for that purpose, just because of the fact that I don't want it to be super duper heavy unless I have an event that's like all day. And now I'm just going to take some concealer, just because this foundation is a little tad bit dark for me. So I'm just going to go in with this concealer just a little bit and just kind of put it here, also right here, just to kind of bring a little bit more lightness back and for the foundation not to be too dark. Usually I don't wear concealer because of these little creases here, and honestly I don't know if I love the texture, if that makes sense, of this foundation, just because it is super, super heavy and it's a little bit harder to blend out just because it's so thick, because it's supposed to be waterproof. But I mean, I guess it's just preference, you know? If you really like that like really thick consistency in a foundation for it to last forever and everything like that. But personally, I prefer it to be more liquidy, or just really nice and easy to blend out. And I just didn't really see that in this foundation. So it's not my favorite, but I mean, I do like the other one that I said, which is really nice. And I definitely recommend that. And also for dry skin, it's probably not the best option, which is what I kind of have. Okay, so now we are done with the base and the concealer. So as you can see, I kind of went a little too light on the concealer, but I'll show you like my little trick that I like to do to fix that if you do go a little too light. But yeah, so now I'm just going to bronze my face. But before that, I'm going to set it, because I don't have any cream products from Urban Decay, and honestly those what's it called? cream blushes and like lip stains are kind of expensive, so I just haven't purchased them yet, and I haven't really heard anything about it. But now I'm just going to use the Urban Decay Naked Skin Loose Finishing Powder, and this is in the shade Naked Light. And honestly, this powder I don't use that often, but I mean, I have nothing against it. Like, it's a nice powder, so it's not like my favorite, you know, crazy standout powder. But although the packaging is really nice because it doesn't go like, you can see there's like 4 dots, I think, all throughout the U and the D. But when you can control the product really, really well, so it doesn't make a complete mess, which is something that I really like, because like other powders, they are a huge mess. And it honestly just makes you not want to use them, because then you have the whole mess on your, you know, makeup table. Well, and for me personally, just makes me want to like not really deal with it. Okay, so now that we have that done, I am going to go in with blush, bronzer, and highlight. So I have this little thing that I bought a while ago, and this is the Naked Urban Decay Flush Palette, and I've never really used it. So I'm going to use these 3 today, and I'm actually pretty excited just because I always thought this was pretty, but I don't know why I've never used it. So I'm just going to take that bronzer, and I'm taking the GH02 brush and bronze my cheeks. So here you can kind of see half of my face bronzed and half of it not bronzed, and honestly the color is really nice because it's really natural. Like, it's like that like nice sun-kissed glow, you know, like it's not, you can't really tell you're wearing bronzer just because it's such a nice shade. Like, it's not too orange, it's not too ashy. I feel like it's the perfect shade, so I really like that. I'm definitely going to use that more often. I'm just kind of bronzing my neck a bit because I feel like I look really white. Like, look at that compared to my face. I need to get my shit together and get the correct foundation shades for me. And I thought this one was too light, but now it's too dark. Alright, so I'm just going to do the same thing to the other side of my face. Now, on like an actual note, on my forehead, it looks like there's shimmer in it. Now, I don't know if it's because the highlighter is right here and it, like, I accidentally dip into it, because right on my finger, it looks matte. So I don't know, but like on my cheekbones, or like on right this area, it doesn't look shimmery. So I'm really confused on that. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that with y'all. Now I am going to bake before I go any further. Not under my eyes, because that would be a disaster, but I am going to take the Morphe sponge and just bake underneath. So now I'm gonna go in with the JH06 brush, and I'm just gonna go in with this color right here. It's a really nice, like, natural. What the fuck is that? Fucking weird bug. It's like a really nice, like, natural kind of pink. I feel like it's, I don't know, maybe not that natural. Kind of like the color more on the pan than on the face, which is not good. And now I'm just going to use the highlighter in this palette, and I'm going to take my A23 by Anastasia. Yeah, this is not doing it for me. This is like that really, really, really natural glow that I just don't really personally love. So I'm going to see if I have another Urban Decay highlighter, but I think I don't. So I'm going to use the Kylie Salted. Oh my god. Do you fucking see this right now? It got everywhere, and I forgot it was broken. There's even some right there. Fuck my life. This is really annoying. My fucking shirt. God damn it, and I love this highlighter. Try not to step on that piece. Okay, so I'm just gonna take it like that and just put it on anyway, because this was not like $2, so I'm not wasting it. I'm not throwing it away. I think that's way prettier. Like, it's still subtle, but like you see it, you know? Like, you can see it in the camera, like it's nice. It's like not crazy, but like it's still there, you know? Like this one, you would have to pack it on just for it to barely be there. So I didn't really like that one, but yeah. See, like, it's so pretty. It's not like that crazy highlight, but it's like natural-esque, but it's like still there, you know? Okay, and now this is where I dust off the bakage. So pretty. I really recommend to bake with that RCMA powder. I just feel like it's so nice and gorgeous and makes a really big difference. Okay, so now that I'm done with the face, I'm gonna give you my final thoughts on the foundation. So personally, it doesn't look bad, but you can definitely feel you have foundation on. Like, it's not like a comfortable feeling, you know? Okay, you can see around here, like those little lines and how it just like emphasizes them, as well as right here, like on my chin right here, and like underneath my eyes. But other than that, like, it does look really nice and smooth. But honestly, this happens to me pretty often. It just doesn't emphasize them so much, and I feel like it's because it's just more of a like thicker consistency and, you know, super full coverage. So if you have like more dry skin, I wouldn't necessarily go for this foundation, but you can try it out. I just feel like the other one that I recommended is better. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go into the eyes. So I'm gonna use the retro shade on my lower lash line. For some reason, it's not coming off so pigmented, but it looks pigmented on camera, so I don't know what's going on. Now I'm just going to take a brush with like no product and just blend that out, just so that's like nice and soft. And now I'm gonna go in with a nice tight brush. I'm gonna take the Zoeva, what is that, 322? Oh, scraped it off. I think it's a 322, which is just like a brush like this, and take that Endgame shade, which is dark brown, and just pack that on the outer part of the eye. Okay, so now that the lower lash is complete, I'm gonna go in with the inner corner, and I'm gonna take that Dream Weaver, or Waver, whatever you wanna call it, shade right there, and put this in my inner corner, which I feel like is gonna look really cool. Hopefully I'm not wrong, and it doesn't look like shit. So that's what it's looking like, and I am gonna put that Angel Fire shade just a tad bit, just to kind of lighten it up a little bit more. Alright, so there are the eyes and the face complete. So basically what I did is I just put some nude on my waterline from Sephora. I applied the Benefit Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade 5, and just some mascara on the bottom lashes, and now we are complete. I feel like the lighting is really weird, but okay. And now for lips. I really want to try out the new Fenty one I got, and I know it's supposed to mostly be Urban Decay, but I do want to try it out. Here, shake it first. And I will put an Urban Decay gloss on top that I just love, and I really want to share with you guys. So this is the Fenty Unbuttoned. This is the Fenty Stunna Lip Paint in Unbuttoned. I feel like it's really like nude and orange, but I think the gloss that I'm gonna put on top is really gonna make it look nice and cute. So this is the Naked gloss in the shade Walk of Shame, and this is what it just looks like. Alright, so this is the completed look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for me, and hopefully you guys are enjoying my videos and are really loving them, and that I will keep making these videos for you guys. But yeah, turn on your post notifications bell to make sure you are aware of when I upload a new video. I'm going to try to keep going on with the whole uploading on a Thursday. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say, except I love you guys so much, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Yeah. Like a more out of your, how do you say? What the fuck is that?